This is mainly a Latin American, African American community, so we want to welcome today some Palestinian brothers and sisters who are here. And with that, we want to bring up the sister compañera from Al Auda.
Justice for children, mainly. Whether we are talking about the immigrant children who are fleeing horrible conditions similar to those in Gaza, or actually the children of Gaza, it's a very worthy cause. It's very worthy to come here today. I came all the way from Temecula, my friends came all the way from San Diego, because we want to make buzz today. We want our voices to be heard in seeking justice for those children. We want to demand justice from President Obama. And in terms of Gaza, just let me briefly update you on the situation in Gaza. We're talking about almost 3 weeks of brutal war crimes committed by Israel against the people of Gaza. So far, close to 800 people, and it's hard actually to keep track of the number, but the latest I checked, about 800 people in Gaza were killed from the air, land, and sea shelling. According to the United Nations Human Rights Commission, 80% of those people killed or injured are actually civilian, with about 25% of those killed or injured being children, and many of them small children, even babies, as a result of the brutal shelling by Israel, the continuous day and night shelling by Israel of Gaza Strip. We are talking about close to 5,000 Palestinians being injured, and many of them seriously injured. Again, about 25% of those are children, 80% civilians. We have to demand that our tax money not being used to fund this brutal war by Israel against Gaza. So this is our strongest demand today, and I'm very grateful to be part of this network, and thank you so much for supporting the children of Gaza.
Right.
Give it up, give it up. We're here to represent those children as well because they matter.
I want to bring a little bit of history and analysis to it. Number one, Israel. Some people ask me, how come, as Latin Americans, how come you guys are getting into the whole Israel thing? Well, you know who was training and arming the armies in Guatemala, in Nicaragua, in Central America to fight the revolutionary movements? Israel. The United States, because they didn't want to get their hands dirty, they were basically funneling money to Israel, who was arming the brutal dictatorships in Central and Latin America and training these people on how to massacre us, on how to torture us. So there is a deep history between the genocidal government of Israel and the oppression of our people. That's why we have the responsibility today, not only for that reason, but also when we see the massacre, and it is a massacre of children, of women, of innocent people in Palestine, it is our responsibility to denounce that. One, they're doing it with our tax dollars. And two, as a Mexican people, as Latin Americans, we know what's happening right now in Gaza is exactly what happened right here 160 years ago when they took our land. So what the Mexican people and the Native American people were doing 160 years ago is precisely what the Palestinian people are doing right now. And that's fighting for the right to their land, for the right to self-determination. That's why, as Unión del Barrio, we're not afraid to say it, we're not a pacifist organization. We're a revolutionary organization. And we're not just calling for peace, we're calling for the victory for the people of Palestine to kick out the invader who has been for many, many years oppressing and massacring the people there. So we are not out of line when we say we call for a victory, a military victory for the people in Palestine. They have every right to fight for that. Even the United Nations in their charter and oppressed and colonized people have the right to armed struggle to kick out a colonizing force. And that's exactly what's happening right now. Okay? So we're not going to be apologetic about that.
And also the wall that's being built on the border is
absolutely.
the Israeli company that's building
absolutely. The same people, literally, the same people who build the U.S.-Mexican border, what we call the Wall of Death, they're literally the same people who are building the wall between Palestine and occupied Palestine, or what they call Israel, right? If there's no deeper connection than that, I don't know what else to tell you. So we have the responsibility here, while Obama is in our backyard, to denounce what he's doing. And don't get it wrong. We're not here because we don't like an individual named Barack Obama. We're here because we're against the system, a system that Barack Obama represents. And that's capitalism, that's imperialism, that's colonization. That's what we're against. So if it's Obama today, we denounce him. If it's Hillary, if it's anybody, we'll denounce them, Republican or Democrat, because they both attack the peoples of the world.
Nice. Down with capitalism.
That's right, sister. Down with capitalism. That is the root problem.
Down with racism.
Who's ready to march? Oh man, you guys are tired. I said, who's ready to march? The president, or the emperor as we call him, is 4 blocks away. Let's go down there. Let's be loud, louder than we ever have been. It's an outdoor event. Let them hear us.
Palestina aguanta. Los Ángeles se levanta. Palestina aguanta. Los Ángeles se levanta. Palestina aguanta. Los Ángeles se levanta.
¿Qué queremos? ¡Alto las deportaciones! ¿Cuándo lo queremos?
Ahora. Palestine will be free from the Palestine Palestine. Barack Obama, you can hide. We got you in genocide. Barack Obama, you can hide. We got you in genocide.
The cops told us we can go all the way to Grand. All of a sudden, when they see all these people, change of plans. Why? Because there's so many people right now that they can hear us over there. They can hear us. We should march on that corner right there. Because then from there, they'll be able to hear us. So let's go. Let's march to that corner right there. We have every right to do so. Let's go.
Vamos a seguir aquí, acá, el presidente va a saber que estamos ellos van a tener que salir ahí, ellos van a robar, y van a salir
The German means, right? The ones who follow orders.
Her name is Candy, and she's a representative of Mecha at Santee High School, which is where we started. Welcome, Candy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so amazed by how many people I see today standing for what they believe in and for they know it's right. I would like for everyone to look around and look at all the different flags. Look at all the unison that we bring together. Different people from different parts of the world, different color of skin, to stand together for the children of both Gaza, Palestine, and Latin and South Central America. It is important for us to be informed of what's going on. With Obama and with the U.S. does with the American people tax money to go and fund Israel, to do genocide against the Palestinian people. 500 people died when I read an article when a hospital was bombed. How can hospitals be bombed? How can children be massacred? I would also like to say, for the cops standing here today, what do you guys know about Gaza? What do you guys know about Palestine? If one of us went out into the street right there, would you guys shut us down? Or would you guys stand behind us because we are speaking the truth? We are speaking for humanity, for peace, and for reason! I have asked myself for many years, how will the world come to a change? And I still don't know the answer. If humanity can stand for children, for innocence, then what can we stand for? Thank you.
All the students are out here supporting today because we understand the need for freedom. The so-called freedom, look at this. Just like how they say, look at this. Militarism going all around.
Yeah.
We're being surrounded by cops.
We don't need it.
We cross that line, what's going to happen to us?
We don't need it.
Cops over there with tear gas. We speak up, what's going to happen to us? Same thing that is happening down at the borders. Same thing that is happening down at Gaza. Same exact thing. Every single student should be out here. How can we know so much but stay at home watching TV? Doing nothing. Our job is to be here supporting the community the same way we are here today. Not only students, but every single person who cares. There is no color around here. Look around. There's from people all over the world right now, right here. I'm not even from Palestine. I've never even been there.
I've been there.
But it doesn't matter.
I've been there.
It doesn't matter because it's a genocide. A lot of people are getting killed. The same thing going down in Mexico, the same thing going down all Latin America. We need to speak up about it and we need to be together because today they're going to kill us. And that's my, Mr. Goche said right now, Obama's not leaving without looking at the whole crowd screaming for freedom. Thank you.
For their family and health. This is important because all children are equal and deserve to be safe. If this happened to me, I would be sad and upset. I worry about my family and friends because I hope we don't get separated. Mr. President, please protect the children. They need the help.
Bravo.